going to be insulating the wheel arches in this one. Loads of different ways on YouTube, but this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn as I go along, and then you'll see at the end of the video if it works out. If there is better ways of doing it, then obviously let me know in the comments. From the videos I've seen, some people use the soundproofing to stick straight on and cover it, but that's quite expensive, and soundproofing is quite heavy, so I wanted to cut the weight down. Now I have used a bit of soundproofing over the wheel well to deaden it, and then I'm just going to cover it with this insulating foil. Again, I've seen people use the sticky back insulating foil as well, but I'm just going to use the normal foil because it's a lot cheaper, and then I'm just going to stick it down with aluminium tape. So I'm not sure exactly why this is done, but logically it looks like you're just creating a massive vapor barrier. So you're going to do your wheel arch first, cover that one, and then when you lay your floor down, you can link the wheel arch to the floor, making it solid all the way through. Next, you'd put your wall on, and then you would link that vapor barrier to the wheel arch, making it completely sealed from wall to floor. Literally just about to start the first wheel arch, and I spotted some rust that I've missed. So I'm gonna have to sort that out before I can do this wheel arch, which is a pain. This is probably the worst job you'll see on an insulated wheel arch on YouTube. And I've just realised that I've measured my tinfoil wrong, so there is a huge gap here at the bottom. I'm just going to bodge this bottom bit. That's one wheel arch done. Obviously I learned a lot whilst I was doing it. First thing is, I can see why people use the sticky back insulation. It would have saved so much time. Foil tape is horrible to work with. I should check and double check before I measure and cut stuff. And one thing, that last section that was bodged made me realise that the floor is going to come up to a certain level. Now, the way I understand it is that the foil's going to go over the wheel arch down to there, and then if the floor comes there and I link the two together, then it's fine. So really, on the next wheel arch, I'm not going to stick it to the floor, so I'll measure where the floor's going to be, and then I will just stick the foil directly to the wheel well, so that when the floor lies on it, the insulation's still below the floor. The other thing was, even though I swept up the van a week ago, I should have re-swept it before I started. So I'm going to move on to arch number 2, but I've got to sort that rust out first, so hopefully the second arch should look a bit better. Sorted the rust out yesterday, so now it's time to do this one. Seems like a bit of a waste, but I wanted to make sure it goes edge to edge this time, as there was a little bit left over, but I'm sure I'll be able to recycle that in some way. So this time I'm trying to get it done all in one piece, to cut down on using tape and probably make a better seal, hopefully. That's pretty crap. Just run out of tape, so I'll put this last strip on and then I'll finish it when I've got some more tape. So that was me doing the wheel arches. I did say at one point that it's insulating the wheel arches, but it's not really. Because to insulate it properly, you've got to put that Reflectix with a bit of space for it to work. I mean, yeah, it's going to have a tiny, tiny bit of insulation, but not a huge amount. Once I get to doing the sidewalls, I will put some insulation around the wheel arch and then box it in with probably another layer of Reflectix. So if you're doing a transit minibus, one thing you might have spotted is I didn't cut the bolts off that are attached to the wheel arch. That's because I'm going to use those bolts to attach things to it, that way it makes everything a bit more secure. So what did I learn doing this? I absolutely hate foil tape. So hard to peel, constantly gives you little cuts. If I was doing it again, I'd hunt down that sticky back Reflectix stuff. Or I might even take the plunge and just do it all in sound deadening. I ended up using an entire roll of silver tape, and it took a lot longer because of the way I did it. So if you weigh up the cost of using sound deadening or buying that sticky back Reflectix, then it'd probably cost the same. And even if it does cost more, the amount of time you'll save, and it would have been a lot easier. But it was a nice quick job, and at the end of it, it did feel like I was making a bit of progress. As always, thanks for watching. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe because I'm not going to do that this often, but if you want to hit the like button, feel free. If you don't want to hit the like button because you think it's an awful video, then tell me why in the comments because I'll be able to make it better next time. See you in the next video.